thirsty. What are you drinking right now?
I am right now drinking as let me get it up. It's the Great Lakes Brewing Company Burning River Pale Ale.
Burning River Pale Ale.
So I'm drinking that right now.
I'm a fan.
It's pretty good.
I like that.
It's pretty good.
I like pale ales. That's Great Lakes. I went to their brewery in Cleveland before. You know why it's called Burning River?
No idea.
You know I think it's the Cuyahoga River. I could be wrong on that one. Whatever the river is that runs through Cleveland, actually caught on fire.
That's like
flames on it. It's a famous thing in history. You could Google it, look it up.
That's the weirdest thing.
There was so much. This was a long time ago. This was probably like the 70s or maybe even earlier than that. But there was so much pollution and chemicals in the water
Jesus Christ.
that it became flammable. And the water literally caught on fire. And it burned. And there's pictures of like the fire department trying to put it out. It's become a joke now. Like Cleveland has a bad rap. And
like people drink that fucking shit. People drink that shit today. Like,
yeah, it caught on fire.
It's disgusting.
So Burning River Pale Ale, it's named after.
I saw the name and I was like, is there like a bit of a bite to it? Like, am I going to drink and be like, ooh, like that? It hits me in the back of the throat.
They make it with the water that catches up. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. They probably don't do that.
They might.
That would
you
be
never
bad.
Know.
They
you
would
never
probably
know.
have some deaths.
So
they'd be out of business. But what do you have on deck?
If I finish this and want any more, I've got a High Lie India Pale Ale.
From Cigar City Brewing
Yes.
Company, one of my all-time faves.
Yeah, I've got that in. I don't know if I want to drink it. We'll see.
It's an
I imagine I
IPA.
will,
You're
so.
not a huge IPA guy.
No, but I'm trying different things.
Yeah.
So.
Well, High Lie's a good one. I like it. I'm going boring. I'm going boring. I'm drinking an Icy Light and a Rolling Rock on deck.
That's like your go-tos.
Two
like
of my
Icy Light
go-tos.
and Rolling Rock.
Icy Light's probably my favorite light beer, and Rolling Rock's probably my favorite domestic. So, yeah, I'm boring. Look at me go.
Well, don't be boring for the show. Can't be.
I won't be boring for the show. So, speaking of the show, let's get right into it.
Let's do it.
Let's get right into it here, Adam.
Right into
So,
it.
last week, we talked heavy Disney.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of Disney last
Just
week.
basically 2 movie reviews is basically
And
what it was.
Yes, everybody knows me and knows my love for Disney. And at the risk of turning into a Disney podcast, because Disney podcasts are a dime a dozen out there, I would like to talk a little bit more about Disney, but not the whole show.
No.
So, something happened.
What?
The D23 Expo.
Yes, it did.
Are you familiar?
I'm pretty familiar, yes.
It's Disney's version of Comic-Con, I suppose. And it's every other year. It's not every year. It's every 2 years in Anaheim, California. And Disney just goes all out. There's cosplay, and they bring celebrities in. They do the same things that like San Diego Comic-Con does. But their main thing that I was really excited for is they announce like upcoming movies, TV shows, stuff at the theme park, stuff. Disney Plus was a big thing this year.
I mean, that's our big thing.
Yeah,
like,
it's really excited for that. So there was a lot of news that was coming out of there that I think it's worth us discussing.
yeah, there's a lot of things, a lot of TV shows. I've heard, I didn't pay too close attention to D23, not as much as you have. I've heard bits and pieces coming out of there. The big thing was obviously the Star Wars trailer.
Yes.
That came out. We're going to talk about that.
We will talk about that. The Star Wars
probably in
trailer.
depth. Probably very much in
The
depth.
Star Wars trailer was incredible. I thought it was awesome. I got the chills watching it. And I'm kind of I'm like most Americans at this point. I'm kind of burnt out on Star Wars.
I'm ready for the end.
This is
and
it.
then like maybe wait a decade before
is
doing
it.
another one.
This is it.
That's
they
kind of
won't
what I'm
wait that
feeling.
long. They won't wait that
They
long.
might for the regular series. They might
For the regular series, they're gonna have so many spin-offs. You're gonna have so many TV shows on Disney
the
Plus.
TV shows.
You're
yeah.
still gonna get Star Wars in your life.
Yeah.
It might not be
Mandalorian. We're gonna talk about that.
Oh yes,
We'll talk about that.
Mandalorian looks good. It's not Boba Fett.
No, it's not.
You thought it was, and I said I don't know if it is.
You know what? He is Boba Fett. Because we don't fucking know anything about Boba Fett, so it might as well be Boba Fett.
It's not because
I know.
I
I'm
found
just
out
saying
Boba Fett makes appearances in it, but he's not the main character.
That's stupid.
Yes.
That's
So
dumb.
Boba Fett
But all
will
right.
be involved, but they're introducing a whole new character who is a Mandalorian, just like Boba Fett. So
Do you know much about the Mandalorians?
No.
We can get into that, but I know I don't know a lot, but I know a tiny like very
I
little
have
bit.
some questions. Maybe you can answer my questions for
We'll
me.
see. I know very little.
Okay.
But
So my Star Wars knowledge mostly comes from the films.
yes.
Now, my brother-in-law and his group of friends, they dive into all of the, George Lucas was really good with incorporating like fan stuff. Like, oh, that's great. I think that's cool. It's now canon.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, you
So
like
there's
it? All
so
right.
many Star Wars comic books and novels and fan-made stuff that are now canon. And some of the TV shows, like the Clone Wars TV show and the Rebels TV show, which are two good shows. Don't get me wrong, but it's so much. So my Star Wars knowledge mostly comes from the movies.
That's the majority of my knowledge. Occasionally, I'll deep dive into some Wikipedia articles every now and then, but like that's pretty much where it comes from too. So we're gonna talk about that. Where do you want to start though with D23? Where do we want to begin?
I guess I'll talk about one thing I think it's cool that they do. They do Disney Legends, and what Disney Legends is, they have basically it's a Hall of Fame. It's a Disney Hall of Fame. And they inducted quite a few members. Let me look it up here. Make sure I don't forget anybody who all got inducted.
So who have they gotten inducted in the past that you have, like, has there been like real big names in the past you've been like, holy shit? Like,
So dude. They started doing it in 1987. So, I mean, I'll just go by some of the previous ones who've been inducted. Richard Sherman, Julie Andrews, Mary Blair, Jack Hanna, Roy Williams.
so a bunch of big names. And what
Angela
about
Lansbury? I mean, I can keep going. Let's get modern here.
Yeah, let's get what is who did they induct this year? In
So
the past
this year,
D23?
let me find 2019. I'm scrolling because I don't want to forget anybody. So here's who got in 2019. Christina Aguilera, Wing T. Chow, Robert Downey Jr., James Earl Jones, John Favreau, Bette Midler, Kenny Ortega, Robin Roberts, Diane Sawyer, and Ming-Na Wen, and Hans Zimmer.
I know about half those names.
Yeah.
So
the one I wanted to bring up, we talked about him last week, was James Earl Jones.
great voice.
James Earl-
Greatest voice in the world.
James Earl Jones was elected into Disney's Hall of Fame. And
I don't know why it took him so long.
mainly what he was acknowledged for was his voice acting. He was the voice of Darth Vader, for crying out loud.
Yeah, he was.
And that's a Disney property. He's the voice of Mufasa in both movies, the animated classic and the live action. And we talked about the live action last week, and we both said we thought James Earl Jones did a great job. And a lot of his lines were the same.
He did better, I think, in the original '90s one, but I think it was a little. I don't want to say he phoned it in, but I think he just came in and be like, "Didn't I just do this already? Like 20 years ago?"
I think that's fair
Or
because
30 years ago. Like, what the fuck?
He's not a young man.
No, he's not. So he's like, "Didn't I already do this shit before?" Like they honestly could have probably taken all. They could have edited all his lines in from the original animated into the new one, and it would have probably been just fine. But he's an amazing voice. I love James Earl Jones. He's also he loves nerd culture a little bit, and he's very like self-aware and his like jokes around with his fans. So he's really like cool celebrity.
So
like that.
he's 88 years old.
Jesus.
I just looked it up, and
He's gonna go next.
And when
he's going next.
listen,
I'm sorry.
when they inducted him into the Disney Legends Hall of Fame, he wasn't there to accept his award, but he pre-taped something. And I got to tell you, it was sad. He looked bad.
Really?
His voice was crackling, and that's what he's known for. But, he accepted the award, and he thanked Disney and talked about his time doing Star Wars and talked about his time doing The Lion King. And it was cool to hear from him, but it was sad to see his health the way it was. So that made me sad. Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, of course. Like he basically
He
is the
started
face
the MCU.
of Marvel at this point.
And that's what he
So-
started the MCU. And he told a funny story. He goes, yeah, he's like, and everybody knows Robert Downey Jr.'s history with addiction.
Yeah.
How
Hardcore drug addict.
Right.
Like,
hardcore.
Hardcore.
And he was a teenage heartthrob. He was in all those, teen movies, and then he hit rock bottom and he kind of fell off.
Yeah.
And he made a comeback, and I would argue that playing Tony Stark, Iron Man, was his big comeback. His real big
absolutely,
comeback.
100%.
He did other things.
He did a few other things, but it was mainly
he's great.
Iron Man.
He's great. We love him, and he told a funny story. And what I love about him is he doesn't shy away from his past. He's open about his drug use and his struggles with addiction, and he's almost used that to help other people that are in similar situations.
Yeah.
Which I love. I think that's awesome. But he's telling a story about when he was younger. He was in 9th grade, I think he was, and he took a class trip to Disneyland in California, and he was riding in the gondolas, and he was smoking weed, and he got arrested. Disney cops arrested him, and they took him to Disney jail. And his response was, I've been in a lot of jails. He's like, Disney jail was the most magical jail I've ever been. They were so nice to me. And here I am, being inducted into their Hall of Fame. And it started with me getting arrested at Disneyland for smoking weed in a gondola. I loved it. It was such a cool story. But yeah, that's one of the cool things about D23. And plus me, you know how I am with the Disney theme parks.
Yeah.
They announce a lot of stuff that's going on with the theme parks. Additions and refurbs, and Epcot Center in Orlando is getting a big refurbishment. They're putting in a Guardians of the Galaxy ride, and they're closing down a big section of what was called Future World. They're renaming some things.
Do they plan on opening any Disney park closer to the northeastern section of the country? That way maybe I could actually go to Disney.
That would be awesome. A short answer to that is no. I think we've talked about this before.
Scott, you know people at Disney. Why don't you email and be like, hey, why don't you...
know people at Disney?
I thought you did. I'm sorry.
No, I fucking wish.
Why don't you email and be
I
like,
know a couple cast members that I've become friends with.
Scott, you're a regular guy. You could start a movement to get Disney to open a theme park in northeastern United States.
That's just the thing. Disney doesn't care about regular guys.
But regular guys start movements all the time. Like, forget, women's rights and racial rights. Forget all that stuff. We need a Disney park in northeastern United States.
No.
That is the issue. That is the issue.
We should not forget about those other things. In no way should we forget about those. But I would love one here. The weather just doesn't cooperate.
The first Disney indoor park. It's a first. Disney gotta be all about first.
Well, that wasn't brought up at D23.
Okay.
Maybe in 2 years.
So what movies did they announce?
So what was big for them was what's coming with their Disney Plus.
Right.
They announced that they're doing a live action Lady and the Tramp, which I know you roll your eyes, live action, but it's not coming to
never
theaters.
cared about Lady and the Tramp to
Oh,
begin
really?
with.
It's good.
It's fine,
good.
It's fine.
It's coming to Disney Plus only. It's coming straight to Disney
I did hear
Plus.
about that, yeah.
And what I think is kind of cool about it, the main they're dogs, obviously. The two main characters, the Tramp, Lady and Tramp.
Yeah.
Hence
the name.
Right.
The name.
Are both rescue dogs. They got from shelters.
Is this gonna be like another Dumbo bullshit thing where it's like, yeah, the movie's called Dumbo, but it's really about the family that ran the carnival and the circus.
Well, you saw Dumbo?
I did not, but I heard, from what I understand, apparently the movie was not about Dumbo. Like, Dumbo was in it. It was like circus family featuring Dumbo is what it was. Is this going to be like Animal Rescue Family featuring Lady and the Tramp? Like, that's what I want to know.
The dogs playing the roles were actually rescued in real life.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, well, they're not playing rescue dogs on the show.
You're talking about Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. That they were, what was it? One of the people behind the movie, the director or whatever, like rescued the dog that plays a tramp, and now it like lives with him, essentially. Is that what you're saying?
I think that actually. I'm trying to look up some of the movies that they announced. So yeah, that's Lady and the Tramp. I just thought it was kind of cool that they got rescue dogs, and it's coming straight to Disney Plus. So that's something that they brought up at D23. That'll be exciting. I'm a member of the D23 fan club.
Do you get a discount with like the online service? And stuff?
I do. I actually have it registered. Where I'm getting it the day it comes out. I'm just concerned because I'm registered. Everything's taken care of. I just want to have the app downloaded onto my smart TV like now, but you can't do that until the day it becomes available.
Yeah, because
and I'm worried because I've already paid for it, and if the day it comes out, if you know me in technology, I might be calling you and being like, the fucking app won't load.
The app is not gonna load properly to start off with. They're gonna be bombarded with so many people downloading it and so many people trying to use it that, let me put it this way, the app is gonna have a lot of problems at the start of it. It's gonna have a lot of fucking problems. I guarantee it, because they're gonna have a lot of things they're gonna have to work out with it, because they don't know the problems they're gonna have until the people start using it. So that's gonna be the issue with it. So it's gonna suck at first.
All right, so I'm just gonna couple of the other movies that were announced that are coming out from Disney. Frozen 2. About time we needed a Frozen sequel. I'm excited for that one. This is one that you want to talk about later. Star Wars.
Yes.
The Rise of Skywalker.
Yes.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that later. Let's see what else we got here.
I think it was She-Hulk. She-Hulk was one.
She-Hulk, yeah, that's coming. She-Hulk, I haven't come to that. Onward, it's a animated movie. It's starring Chris Pratt and Tom Holland and Julie Louis-Dreyfus, Octavia Spencer. It's like fairy tale, like fantasy, elves, gnomes, dwarfs, like a picture like Tolkien's universe. Yeah. But if they evolved and it's 2019. And they like go to work and drive cars and
that's an original.
Their fairies and shit.
That's an original story, he said sarcastically, because we've seen that before.
Okay, well,
it'll probably be good, yes. But
Black Widow, which is the Scarlett Johansson Black Widow movie, also starring David Harbour from Stranger Things. It's going to be a prequel.
But kind of has to be a prequel. Well. Spoilers, if you didn't see Endgame, it kind of has to be a prequel.
I understand that. But people don't know if it takes place, like, shortly before Endgame, or years before Endgame, or what the deal is.
I imagine it has to take place. It's one of two places. It's either has to be before she met Nick Fury and joined S.H.I.E.L.D., like her early life as, like, a spy and all the stuff she had to go through, or, and this is, go with me on this for a second. Maybe it takes place during that 5-year period in between Infinity War and Endgame.
That's
when
what
she's
I was
doing
hoping
some stuff.
for. I'd like to see.
I guarantee it's an origin story, though. I guarantee it's that, though. I guarantee it's gonna.
But her origin story, we know kind of a little bit about it from the comics. And
not enough, though.
She was like a young girl.
Yeah.
Like Scarlett Johansson. Fucking gorgeous, but she's not that young anymore. But she can't really pull that off.
It's not going to be from when she's a kid. It's going to be like whatever mission she went on as an adult spy.
See, I'd like to see what happened in those 5 years in between Infinity War and Endgame when she's the head of, is it S.H.I.E.L.D.?
The remnants of the Avengers?
The remnants of, yeah, she's like whatever's left.
I guarantee it's a lot of peanut butter and jelly. It's a lot of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
A lot of PB&J.
Yeah.
Okay. So next one, I know it's another live-action remake that you just love, but they're doing a live-action Mulan.
Here's why I love and hate this. It looks really cool. I saw the trailer for it. It looks really cool. It looks badass. A lot of really cool fighting scenes that looks like it's going to happen. I haven't seen any evidence they're going to bring the cricket or Mushu in this series. Mushu. So that's immediately a negative.
I heard no Mushu.
It's immediately just so many points lost for that, because once again, it's the idea that Disney's taking their old properties and trying to make them too real. You can have a cartoon fucking cricket and Mushu, with Mulan doing some shit.
Well, what's cool about it is, I'm thinking that they're not going to whitewash this, which would be good.
No.
I'm looking at the cast, and they're all
Asian
people. Jet Li's in it, and a lot of other famous martial arts, kung fu.
Yeah.
And it's by
which you have to
the
do.
director of Whale Rider, the producers of the Jungle Book, the live action Jungle Book, and it is Crouching
Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
That's the one. They're involved with this, which makes it going to be like a war epic.
Yeah,
it's going to be awesome. I think the fight scenes are going to be great.
It looks like it's gonna be cool as shit. It looks like it's gonna be a really, really good Asian oriented epic tale. It's just gonna lose points because if it's a Disney Mulan movie, like, where the fuck is the goddamn tiny dragon lizard?
I think this is going to be a war movie, plain and simple. I don't think it's going to be a musical. I think they're taking a new route here. I think it's going to be martial arts, kung fu, the Huns and the Chinese, the Great Wall fighting, and she's just...
How much you want to bet Disney has another Mulan in the works that is like the original Disney, and then like a year or two after Disney Plus comes out, they're going to put that on there. And they're going to just put a whole bunch of ridiculous things on there. Like, I'd put my money on that.
Well, we'll see. Another movie I'm excited about is the Jungle Cruise movie, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Emily Blunt. And it's following the success of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies and the not-so-successful Haunted Mansion movie, where Disney has made a movie based on a ride at their theme park. Okay. The Jungle Cruise is a ride, which I like. So is the Haunted Mansion. So is Pirates of the Caribbean. They made Pirates of the Caribbean movies. We love them. There's a whole bunch of them. They made one Haunted Mansion movie. It was unfortunate. And that's why it ended at one.
Eddie Murphy at his prime,
So
we all loved him.
I mean, everybody loves The Rock.
Yeah, Dwayne Johnson's great. I love The
everything.
Rock. Love The Rock.
He's in everything. And I'm okay with putting him in everything. Keep doing it. So we'll see how that goes.
So what is the ride itself? Like, what is the theme of the ride? I understand jungle, but like...
So...
What's the theme of the ride? I'm sure you've been on it.
It's a boat. Oh, oodles of times. You ride in a boat, and there's a river. You're on a river, and you're going through the jungle, and they have animals. Like, fake animatronic animals. Crocodiles, elephants... you name it, as you're going around this river. Now, what makes the ride successful is each ride has a skipper, a cast member of Disney, who's driving the boat and on the micro, like your tour guide. And they tell jokes.
Is he a big fat guy in a blue shirt?
They can
with a
white shirt.
With a skinny white sidekick and a red shirt? I'm making Gilligan's Island joke, please and thank you. You said skipper. You said skipper.
They're called skippers. And they make jokes the whole livelong day. Corny puns. And it's what makes the ride great. Because let's face it, the animatronics, they're not real animals. They're animatronic animals. They're a little bit dated. They're a little bit corny. The ride itself isn't a thrill ride. But the skippers are great. They make the ride what it is. So I like Jungle Cruise. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with the movie. Hopefully it's good like Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, and not like Eddie Murphy's Haunted Mansion. We'll see, though.
It would be great if it was just Dwayne Johnson on a ferry ride, taking a group of people through a tour through the jungle and just making puns. That'd be funny if they just went that route.
So now we're getting into the deep cuts, and these are the ones that were just recently announced at the D23. I don't know much about these. So the next one's called Raya and the Last Dragon.
I know nothing about that.
Awkwafina's in it. She's hilarious, so that might be good. Next one is Marvel's The Eternals.
I don't know really anything about The Eternals.
It's with Angelina Jolie, Richard Madden, Gemma Chan, Selma Hayek, Kit Harington.
Okay, well, there's some stars in there then.
Yeah,
There's a cast in there. Is it a movie or TV show?
it's a movie.
Movie. Okay.
And yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. So, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Marvel movie. We'll see. Again, don't know much. There's Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
That's gonna be on Disney Plus.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying.
Oh, no. This is everything.
Okay, this is everything. Okay. I'm excited for that then.
Everything. Benedict Cumberbatch.
I can't wait for another Doctor Strange. I love Doctor Strange.
So Benedict Cumberbatch, who's Doctor Strange. Elizabeth Olsen, who is...
Oh, she's going to be in it?
Yeah.
Scarlet
Witch. And Benedict Wong's back in it, so good. Excited to see them. Live action Cruella. About Cruella de Vil, starring Emma Stone.
So that's going to be like why she hates animals? Is that her origin story?
I don't know. Might be origins, who knows? Here's one I'm super excited for. Indiana Jones 5. Directed by Steven Spielberg, starring Harrison Ford.
It's another old
Produced
indie.
by George Lucas.
It's another old indie movie, eh?
Old indie. We got old indie.
They have to do a lot to make up for Crystal Skull. They got to do a lot to make up for it.
I hope they will. I'm so excited.
You better hope.
Next one is Thor: Love and Thunder.
I'm not excited about Girl Thor.
So Natalie Portman is going to be Girl Thor, and Tessa Thompson, who's Valkyrie, she's going to be in it, and they don't have love interest. Chris Hemsworth is slated to be in it, but
probably cameos, like
maybe
every now and then.
Yeah, who knows? Because he's going to be with the Guardians at some point.
The
so.
Asgard's guys. I mean, he'll make. I'm sure he'll make.
Galaxy, yeah.
I'm sure he'll make a few cameos, and I'm not too excited about it because first of all, Natalie Portman jumped ship real fucking early. Like after Thor 2, she just said fuck it and was done. And
there was some news behind that.
Really?
So Thor: Dark World, they originally cast a female director.
Yeah, I remember.
I forget her name, and she was doing everything, and she became like besties with Natalie Portman. Well, Disney didn't like the direction, so they were almost through filming, and they fired her, and they brought somebody new in, and it pissed Natalie Portman off to no end that they fired her friend, and the person they brought in sucked and did a terrible job, and that's why Thor: Dark World was as awful as it was. So after that movie, now Portman's like, I fucking quit.
We don't know if the change in direction is what caused the movie to be bad because we don't know how much the original director input was done before the new one came in.
But my argument is if Disney fired the original female director, whose name escapes me right now, because they didn't like the direction it was going in, hired somebody else to redo and reshoot parts of it, and then the redo is what we got, then how fucking terrible would the other one have been?
Like, the other one must have been like a literal shit on a piece of paper.
Dog shit.
But
according to Natalie Portman, she says it would have been a lot better. And that's why she left. That's why she wasn't in Ragnarok or
any of the Avengers movies.
They always talked about her.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's off doing this. And it was always kind of
bad
weird.
breakup.
Yeah,
she
bad
dumped
breakup,
me,
right.
all that stuff. So, I mean, like, I guess Disney wrote her a big check or something because they can, but I'm like, I'm just not in general excited for Girl Thor. I just want a Valkyrie TV show, and I mean, I guess that's what we're gonna kind of get. But Valkyrie was cool as shit. I want like an Origins Valkyrie TV show is what I want. Like her riding the Pegasus with the rest of the Valkyries going against Hela, like that would be cool. That's what I want to see.
So the next one, James Cameron's Avatar 2. And Sam Worthington and Zoe Saldana are coming back in it. Sigourney Weaver somehow. From the dead, who knows? Sigourney Weaver's not dead. Her character died.
Her character died, yeah.
So, I don't know. We'll see.
Wait. So it's going to be... Because I had heard James Cameron, when he originally did Avatar, he said that he was going to do a different movie for each moon around Pandora.
Yes.
And so it's going to be all different characters.
Yes.
It's going to be all different characters, all different stories. And now he's going back on that? Is that what's going on? Because if they're casting that means it's going to be dealing with the original characters too, not a new group of people or whatever. He's going back on his stuff.
Yeah, we don't know. I thought
it would be interesting to do it that way, where it's a different group of people on each different moon surrounding the planet. So,
yeah, we don't know. We don't know how that's going to work out. Next one is Black Panther 2.
That'll be fun. That'll be good.
And Avatar 3 then comes later. That's about the end of it. Yeah, Avatar 3. They're filming Avatar 2 and Avatar 3 simultaneously. So they'll just release the third one later.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad idea. So, and that's it. And that's why I was just so excited about what was coming from Disney. And they announced this at D23, and it was just, so much great stuff, man. So much great stuff.
But let's get in the nitty-gritty of it. Let's get into the meat of it. Let's talk about the thing that everybody's talking about, the Star Wars trailer, the Rise of Skywalker. Let's talk about that. So
all the stuff, the D23, all the stuff I was just reading, that's the one thing you think you're the most excited for? Or?
That's the one thing I think everybody's the most excited for, I think. I feel like because they finally have... First of all, there's a lot to dissect in the trailer itself. Like, half to more than half the trailer is just old footage, like, from the previous movies, as like a nostalgia thing of like, here's what the story's been so far, here's what's going on, like, this is the legacy and we're coming to the end and yada yada yada. And then they kind of get into the actual meat of it, of some of the new footage.
If you haven't seen the trailer yet that Adam's talking about, the D23 release, Rise of Skywalker, go head over to For Your Distractions Facebook page. It's on there. I posted it. Search for Your Distraction on Facebook. You'll find the video on there, the trailer on there rather. Give that a watch, and then you'll know what Adam's talking about.
Yeah.
But I loved the trailer. I thought it was great.
I thought it was a pretty good trailer too. There's a lot going on. We saw Leia. We knew that Leia was going to be in the movie in some fashion, despite the fact that Carrie Fisher is dead. We knew Leia was going to be in it, so she is in it. I guarantee, given the way these movies have gone, she's going to die at some point in the movie. She kind of has to. We saw a lot of things going on. We saw some lightsaber battles that are going on between Rey and Kylo Ren. So that's a lot of good stuff. But the big two things I think you see in this trailer. One, you see the dark space. Like this dark section of space where there's like, I don't know, clouds or storms going on, and you see a bunch of Imperial Star Destroyers just kind of in formation hanging out there, which everybody, I'm not this nerdy into it to
what's
the point.
What's the internet buzz?
But the internet buzz is saying, from everybody who's paying attention, says those are not Star Destroyers used by the First Order. They're original Empire Star Destroyers that the Emperor used. And apparently there's a difference. I didn't know that.
I can't tell a difference.
Neither can I.
I'm sure there is.
But apparently there is a difference, and apparently there's been a lot of callbacks to... Star Wars has had a lot of comic books and things like that, and there's apparently that exact scene exists in one of the Emperor comic book stories. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of speculation, and I don't think it's... Unless Disney is doing like a hardcore 180, just like misinformation campaign about it, I don't think it's too hard to assume that the Emperor is going to be in the movie, because you hear the laugh. You hear the laugh in the original teaser trailer. You heard the laugh of the Emperor narrating, and this one you hear the Emperor narrating again in this movie. It
sounds like Palpatine.
It is Palpatine. It is. So unless there's a big misinformation campaign where Disney's like, we're going to throw you off, and the Emperor's not going to be in this movie at all, it's going to be the Emperor. Like, those are the Emperor's ships.
What the actual fuck, though? So first, it's Darth Maul. So yes. He dies. Was it episode 1? Episode 2?
Episode 1, yeah. Well, he was cut in half in episode 1.
Yes. So you think he's dead? You think he's dead? Oh, we saw at the end of the last movie, he's not dead.
Because he wasn't dead in the animated series as they did, which they've counted as canon.
That's
apparently.
Canon. So Darth Maul dies, or so you think. He comes back. He's alive.
Apparently he
does. Boba Fett, Snarlack Pit. You see him be eaten. He has a thermal detonator. He gets out. Boba Fett's not dead. Now you've got the Emperor Palpatine, who Darth Vader throws down the freaking shit, and he dies. And now you're telling me he's not dead. Just nobody fucking die?
Apparently not. Apparently not. Nobody dies anymore.
Like, what the hell?
They're comic book movies, basically.
Like these villains were... Okay, you can't have new villains? You gotta bring back the old villains?
I mean, they did have a new villain in the last movie, and they killed him off in a terrible fashion. So, here's my theory. And this is going off theories that I've heard. So, we see in the trailer, the other big scene in the trailer was the Darkseid Rey portion of the trailer, which is this version of Rey who looks like she's wearing like a black cloak, and she's got this weird lightsaber, red blade, but it's like a double lightsaber that like folds out into like one of those dual lightsabers that like Darth Maul had and shit like that. It's this weird lightsaber. So there's a bunch of theories out there. First of all, my initial thought of that scene, that's a fucking dream sequence. That's a vision sequence.
Oh, that's what you thought?
That's my thought, because there's no fucking... Here's my original thought was there's no way in hell... We've seen fucking trailers. We've seen the trailer. We've seen all these trailers for all the movies in the world. There's no fucking way they would ever spoil Rey turning to the dark side in a fucking teaser trailer.
You don't think it's possible that Rey could turn to the dark side?
I'm not saying I don't think it's possible. What I'm saying is there's no way they would ever spoil that in the trailer. There's no way they would do that. So my initial thought is that is a vision sequence, like in the episode 8 when she had the vision and she was trying to figure out who her parents were, and she had those like illusions, stuff like that, in that little pit thing. That's my thought. That's that. Same way that Luke had the vision in the tree when he's fighting Darth Vader, and then the face mask exploded. It was him. Yeah. It's either vision. Now, the other thought.
I have a theory.
Go with your theory. Go ahead.
Clone.
That was going to be what I was going to talk about next. Say?
She could be a clone.
A Palpatine clone is what she is. Because apparently and I don't know if, I'm assuming it's still in canon, in the comic book series, Palpatine experimented with, we all know from the original, the prequel trilogies, that he was obsessed with longevity, like living forever, and being reborn and healing and stuff like that. So apparently in the comic books, he did come back, but as clones, like he cloned himself and he would just put his essence in the clone.
I mean, he was Sith. He could, force project like the Jedis do. And what's to stop his Force ghost from entering a cloned body? Yeah. Therefore, you live forever, which is what Anakin wanted to do in the prequel trilogy also.
Yeah. So that is like I think the prevailing theory at the moment. I think a lot of people are thinking like the reason why Rey's been such a mystery, and the reason why her parents have been such a mystery, and the reason why she had such a connection both with the light and the dark side in some of the previous movies was because she's a Palpatine clone. And that scene might be Palpatine forcing his essence into her and becoming the new emperor. So like, which, once again, speculation, pure speculation, go along with me on this ride, might be the reason why the movie's called Rise of Skywalker. Maybe this movie is about Kylo Ren's redemption. Maybe she does become the villain. And maybe Kylo Ren, as having the Skywalker heritage in his blood, redeems himself and rejoins the light side and has to take down the Emperor.
So after all this, the chosen one was actually Ben Solo.
That would be my thought.
Part Skywalker.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren redeems himself.
Yes.
And becomes the chosen one.
He becomes
actually takes down the... Wasn't Luke. Wasn't Anakin. Fucking Kylo. Is what you're telling me.
I would not be surprised if that was
You're smiling ear to ear.
I'm just saying, like, that would be... It'd be interesting. It would piss a lot of people off because a lot of people were like, no, Rey is like the savior. She is like the hardcore, like, badass woman Jedi that we've always wanted.
We love Rey.
Rey is great. She's
awesome.
Amazing, but she's not a Jedi. She has a lot of struggle within her, and she has a lot of dark side and light side in her, to the point where it scared the shit out of Luke in the last movie.
Right, you saw that. You saw that with Luke. But I mean, we love Rey. We love Daisy Ridley. She's awesome as it. She's beautiful. hats off to her. So I feel like that would be doing her disjustice if they do that. And can Kylo actually redeem himself after what he did to Han? My favorite character in the saga. And they did him dirty.
If you're going with Star Wars lore, anybody can redeem themselves in the end. Darth Vader redeemed himself in the end. We saw it. We witnessed it at the end of Return of the Jedi. We witnessed Darth Vader redeeming himself after killing children and decimating species and civilizations and taking out planets and stuff. We saw him redeem himself.
He did murder innocent children.
So if he can do it, I think at this point anybody can. So that's my thought. That is my theory of what's going to happen. It's either an illusion, that scene, or she is the Emperor now. The Emperor forced his essence into her, which it's kind of weird. Old man forcing himself on a young girl, but hey, whatever Star Wars do, Star Wars do.
Hey, look at the world we live in today.
Yeah. So I don't know. What were your thoughts on the trailer itself?
So I didn't think about the whole Kylo redemption. I didn't pick up on that. I didn't want it to be a dream sequence, but now that you say it, that makes sense. The first thing that popped in there was, oh my God, Rey goes to the dark side. But then I'm like, no, she can't. And then I thought, she's probably a clone. Because you hear Palpatine, so you think, okay, so the Emperor's back. Bullshit, but whatever. And he fucked around with all that cloning stuff. It was his idea to have the clone army in Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
That was the beginning of the end. Like, the clone troopers are fucking clones. And why'd they ever stop? They didn't, is my point.
Yeah.
They didn't stop. They're still cloning things. Now, the stormtroopers aren't clones.
No, not anymore, no.
No, the stormtroopers
indoctrinated children kidnapped.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
yes. Finn tells us that story. We hear all about it. Yeah.
I'm not excited for Finn anymore. I don't give a shit about him anymore.
Oh, why?
I just don't care. He'll
be there.
He'll be there, but they've taken a story arc like in the first one of these, The Force Awakens, Finn was the renegade stormtrooper who was didn't know about his identity, but redeemed himself and figured out who he was. And in the next movie they made, he was the renegade stormtrooper who didn't know anything about his identity and was still confused about things and had to figure out who he was again. I'm really kind of sick of that story with him. Like, he had that moment in the last movie he tried to run away because he was scared, which he also had in the first movie. And I'm kind of like, what's going to be the moment in this movie where Finn's going to be like, I can't deal with this anymore. I can't deal with the Empire or the First Order or whatever anymore. I got to run away. And someone's going to have to convince him to stay. So he's not as compelling of a character as I thought he was originally going to be, I guess is what I'm going to say. So I'm not excited about him.
But I am excited for the film. So we'll see how it goes. So just like you, yes, I'm excited for The Rise of Skywalker. But we briefly touched on it. I'm also very excited for Disney Plus, The Mandalorian.
So yeah, I'm excited about The Mandalorian too. I've talked about it before. I've always been one of those people that have been like, I don't really care about Boba Fett as much. And I know that's not. I
don't either.
And I know this is like not
overrated as a character.
Extremely. And I know this is not Boba Fett, but it's basically Boba Fett. Let's be honest. It's basically Boba Fett. It might as well be Boba Fett.
Why do you say that?
Because when you see that outfit, I understand it's the Mandalorian, like, military garb, apparently. Like, the Mandalorians were, like, a planet or a race or something like that. And that was, like, their army garb. Like, you see the United States Army were, like, the camo greens or the camo desert. Like, that was their uniform, essentially. So I get it. It's the wardrobe they like to wear because it looks cool, but let's be honest, it's Boba Fett, basically. Like, what is the difference? Well, first of all, you don't know anything, unless you read deep dived in the books, you don't really know anything about Boba Fett by himself, other than he was a bounty hunter, and this is a bounty hunter who wears the same outfit, basically, so that's why it might as well be fucking Boba Fett. Like, what do we know about Boba Fett to really compel us to be like, oh, that's not Boba Fett?
Well, he got introduced in I guess it was
Empire.
Empire. Was it? Yeah, I was thinking it was Empire.
It was Empire. Did Darth Vader hire them in Empire, or
He was
he
at Cloud
hired?
City. Yeah.
Okay, so it was Empire.
No, he was hired by Jabba the Hutt. He was hired by Jabba the Hutt to bring Han Solo back because Han owed Jabba all kinds of money. And in Cloud City, somehow he made a deal with Vader, and he's no good to me dead.
Well,
Frozen
I remember.
Carbonite.
Remember, because there was a scene in the original trilogy, one of those movies. He had Darth Vader was like having, like not interviewing, but like was talking about like, oh, you know, hiring bounty hunters to find the Millennium Falcon, and there was that line of bounty hunters, and Boba Fett was in there in that line. So
True. Yes, I remember that happened too.
So, but that's really all we know about him. He's a bounty hunter that was hired to find Han Solo. That's really all we know about him.
In the prequel trilogy, they introduced him as a little kid.
Yeah, he means a clone, I guess.
He's a clone. His father
we don't know anything about him.
No, I'm agreeing with you. Jango Fett, right?
Jango Fett, I think.
Jango Fett was
Jango Fett.
Jango Fett was his father, and for whatever reason, he was the specimen used to create the clone troopers.
I guess he was the perfect man, I guess.
Was he?
I guess.
And he wanted one of the clones for himself, and that was Boba.
Yeah.
And that's all we know.
That's all we know about him.
He gets killed. Was it Mace Windu chops his head off, and you see the scene with Boba Fett holding his dad's severed head in the helmet, and it's like, okay, basically, yes, that's all we fucking know.
Yeah, so it looks cool. The show looks really fucking cool. I'm not gonna say it doesn't look cool. It looks like it'll be a very entertaining show. It looks interesting, but
you gonna watch it?
I'll watch it.
Good.
But the hype is just too much because who gives a shit about Boba Fett? It's Boba Fett basically. It's all it is. It's all Boba Fett. It's all it is.
Okay. So you heard it here, folks. It's Boba Fett.
He's got a fucking robot partner too. We don't know anything about the robot partner except he looks like the
droid.
Yeah, it's just a generic droid. So, you know, we'll see about that. I don't know. It looks cool. Not that interested. I'll watch it. I'll be entertained, but I'm not really that interested. Besides D23, though, what else have you been watching? What have you seen non-Disney? Have you been watching TV shows or movies or anything like that?
Yes. So, I'm so into this show right now. And there's 6 seasons of it. It's a thing that people listening to this are going to be like, oh, I fucking watched that forever ago. I just discovered it, so go fuck yourself. I think it's hilarious, and I can't stop watching it. It's on Hulu, and it's Letterkenny.
Letterkenny.
Have you watched it?
No, I don't think I've ever heard of it.
So it's a Canadian. It's comedy. It's funny as hell. It's about these Canadians. They're like hicks, and they live in this town of Letterkenny, Ontario, and it's just like their everyday life. It's very. So you know how Clerks. A lot of the movie of Clerks revolves around Dante and Randall inside the Quick Stop having a conversation.
Yeah.
And nothing fucking happens, but you're cracking up and laughing about what they talk about.
Yeah.
And the show Seinfeld. I talked about this on the show before. I never liked Seinfeld as a kid. Now as an adult, I think it's great. It's just a group of friends, either in the apartment or at the diner, wherever they are, just talking about shit. There's no point.
Yeah.
It's just hilarious, the stuff they talk about. That's basically this. So, it's what happens in their town, but the main thing is these characters just having conversations with each other.
So it's a scripted show.
It's a scripted show. Yeah, it's a scripted show.
Okay.
The main character, his name, I can't think of his name right now, but he's one of the creators of it. And then, who's that guy who's in all the Seth Rogen movies? he was in like Knocked Up and This Is the End, and he's the voice of the guy in How to Train Your Dragon. Jay,
yes.
He's in the show. He's one of the creators of it too.
Okay, yeah, I remember him.
Okay, so
I can't think of his name.
Okay, I think it's Jay something with a B. He's pretty funny.
Yeah, I like him.
He's in this show, and he's one of like the important people for it. So I just went to a wedding a couple weekends ago, and it's a very quotable show. So I started quoting it, and apparently everybody at this wedding, like everybody fucking knows the show. And they were just like hitting back with quotes. And there's hockey players, and I played hockey in college, so the hockey jokes are right in my wheelhouse. Adam, I recommend it. It's on Hulu. Check out Letterkenny. Just check it out. Watch it. There's 6 seasons, and the 7th season's coming out, but they're short. They're like 8 episodes a season, and they're not very long.
That is how you've sold me on the show, in that very short seasons, because that's what I got to watch right now. So
short seasons and not very long episodes.
I don't like long seasons anymore. I can't do it.
You can get
can't do it.
Just watch the first couple episodes. If it's not your cup of tea, then fine, don't go back to it. But I want you to give it a chance, and I want you to report back and tell me what you think.
I'll give it a try. I'll give it a whirl.
Watch 2 episodes. Watch 1 and 2 and tell me what you think.
I finally finished, and I know I might be behind the ballpark on this one. I finished The Boys.
You finally did, huh?
I finished The freaking Boys.
Gosh, I finished that so long ago.
It is such a good TV show.
Good show.
It is like my favorite show right now. Mm-hmm. The ending, I'm not going to spoil it, but the ending, blown. I'm like, what the fuck? It's one of those what the fuck moments at the ending.
Yeah.
There's one thing that you told me about the show when we were talking about before, where you said one character would get his comeuppance, which is a character named The Deep. The Deep is a character who is basically a frat boy style character.
He's a douchebag.
He's a big douchebag. He does something early on in the show that even sits very, very just squeamish with me. Yeah. Like, just even I'm like, oh my god, this is terrible, because you're watching this kind of shit go down. Mm-hmm. You said like he gets his comeuppance. I don't believe he got his comeuppance. He did not get his comeuppance at all. He deserves so much worse than what happened to him. I don't know if I
said he got his comeuppance. What I did say is, as much as you hate him earlier on in the show, you still don't like him because but compared to some of those other superheroes, he's nothing. He's a dirty, pervert frat boy. That's it.
Rapist frat boy, yes. But
he's not a stone cold killer like some of the other ones. Like,
yeah. The guy
I still don't like him. But when you compare him to Homelander, he's a fucking Boy Scout.
Homelander, holy shit.
What? Wow.
The actor that plays Homelander, I'm trying to find the guy's name. The actor that plays Homelander,
he's like the Kmart version of Chris Pine.
He's so fucking good. He is so amazing. It is
he's Kmart Chris Pine. He looks like Chris Pine.
And Anthony Starr. He's great. Anthony Starr, he's amazing. He's amazing. He is basically like Superman, but a douchebag. Like he's scary. He's scary. Like you look at him, and like the things that he does in the show, he does it with such cold abandon. Like he'll do something, and he'll turn around and look at you and smile with like that Superman smile of like, "Hey, everything's okay." After he just lasered some guy's face off of his head,
and they almost want you to feel sorry for him at the end too. They kind of give you the backstory of how he was brought up, and his childhood, and you do feel sorry for him in that way, but it doesn't give him the right to turn into a sociopathic murderer.
Yeah, it doesn't justify his actions. It's terrible. Like Karl Urban, everything he does, amazing. Mm-hmm. Especially when he is in English mode, Karl Urban, where it's just cut and twat left and right. Is he Australian?
Is he Australian?
I don't know. I thought he was English.
Maybe he is.
I'd have to look. I'll look it up. Hold on. It's I'm already on IMDb at the moment, so
look it up.
It says New Zealand. All right.
Oh, we were both wrong.
Yeah, so
I was closer though.
Yeah, he's originally from New Zealand, is what he is. So, either way, they're all the fucking same accent. It doesn't really matter.
He's a freaking Kiwi.
It doesn't matter. But in that mode, he's the best. He's funny. He's hilarious. He's sarcastic. He's just not giving a shit at all. The scene with the baby. Was amazing. I saw the scene with the baby. Spoilers. Heavy spoilers if you've not seen the show yet. There's a scene where Carl Urban takes a super baby who has laser eyes and shoots off people's heads and cuts them in half because he points them like a gun. It's great. It's amazing.
You forgot one thing. I started using laser cats again.
It's really good. Like from the start of it, from like the first 10 minutes of the show, you kind of get what the show's going to be about, because I want to talk about the show without spoiling it for it, but like the opening sequence where the main character, Huey, his girlfriend is killed by fucking what's his name? Shit. Oh my god, A-Train. A-Train,
yeah.
That's what it is. When his
so
girlfriend
long ago. I watched
when his girlfriend is killed by A-Train, I'm not going to tell you how she dies from it because I think it would ruin it the moment. But from the start of it, you're like, oh, this is what the show is going to be. Like, it is literally the what if celebrities had superpowers TV show. Like, that's how it's treated. Like, all the superheroes are treated as movie stars, and the paparazzi's always after them, and like it's like if you gave Kanye West and Taylor Swift and Justin Bieber superpowers, like that's kind of what it would be. It's really fucking cool.
I'm a big fan of the show. I don't know why it took you so long. I mean, I know you're busy with school and work and everything, so I'll cut you some slack there.
It was mainly because I didn't want to watch it on my tablet. I want to watch it on the TV. And there's a 7-year-old that's living with me right now, so you have to find time to watch it around.
You don't watch it up in your room by yourself, or?
No. I wanted to I wanted to experience it. You know, those kind of shows I want to experience on like the good TV.
Okay, that's fine.
You know, that's kind of what I wanted to do.
I couldn't stop. I think I finished the whole series in 3 nights. I binged it because I could.
It's not a long series. It's only like 8 episodes long or something. Mm-hmm. So it's not like it's very long, but yeah,
I could not stop. I was up till 2:30 one time, and I'm like, oh my god, I have to go to bed. I work in the morning, and I can't stop watching this fucking show.
And the thing about the show is like it ends with a lot of fucking questions. There's a lot of unresolved shit.
There'll be another season.
Yeah. Unresolved shit is like it's intense. Like I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm looking forward to it because I need something. So Legion, I think we talked about it on here before.
Yeah.
Legion was my favorite show on TV, and it ended. It's finally over. The series finale happened, and it was incredible. I cried, I laughed, I cheered. I got all the feels, all the emotions for the way it ended, and I love that show. I can't tell you, catch up sooner. Like, watch Legion. There's only 3 or 4 seasons. I think 3 seasons was it.
Yeah, thing about that show is that's another one of those shows I'm gonna watch.
It's so good
on the fucking TV, like on the good TV.
You only watched season 1, right?
Yes, and I want to watch it on the good TV. It's just I gotta find time to. Like, there's a lot of shows I watch. Like, I also watched the new season of The Good Place, which is on Netflix, and they just put season 3 on Netflix. I watched that like on my tablet as I'm like eating lunch or eating dinner or something like that, because that's like not an epic, like really intense story kind of show. It's a sitcom basically, and so I have no problem watching that on like my tablet.
And actually, the new season of The Good Place is coming to regular cable right now.
So fucking good.
And it's the last season.
Is it the last season?
Yes.
I'm not surprised. I'm not gonna lie to you. Every single season that I've watched so far it's ended with like, how are they gonna keep this going? And then they tell me how it's gonna keep going. Like, holy shit, they're gonna do that. They can't keep doing that forever, so I'm not surprised.
But dude, season 2 of Legion is on Hulu right now. Season 3 just ended on FX.
Yeah.
So eventually it'll come to Hulu too. But you got to watch that. Another show that's still on, I think there's only a few episodes left. It's the last season for it. Then it's over. And I really enjoy this show. I've watched it since the beginning. Is Preacher.
Really?
Yes, and I'm watching it. Preacher's great. I think it's awesome. And it's the final season. So when it ends...
What is it, season 3, 4? What is it?
think it's like 5 or 6.
5 or 6. Really, that many?
I could be wrong. I don't know, but it seems like there's more than 3. If Legion was 3, Preacher's at least 4.
Yeah. Okay.
But Seth Rogen did Preacher.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen also did The Boys.
Yeah.
I see a lot of similarities in those shows.
There is very much. Like, it's
Yes.
a lot of...
You can tell.
A lot of raunchy,
Yes.
a lot of hardcore violence,
Yes.
a lot of that kind of
So
stuff,
that's
which is
what-
I like.
I love both of those shows. Did you watch any of Preacher?
I watched season 1.
You watched
It
season
was
1.
very good.
And you liked it.
Very good. I liked it a lot. I just haven't... None of the shows... My problem with these shows, like Preacher and Legion, they're shows that I want to do what you did. I want to sit down, I want to binge watch and stuff like that. With, with the hours that I work and the fact there's a little girl living in my house, it's hard for me to find the right set of time. Like, when she goes to bed, I'm usually in bed at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Because, she goes to bed at 9 or 10 o'clock, and I'm in bed because I'm like, I gotta wake up 3 in the morning, so I gotta go to bed 8 or 9.
Yeah.
So it's really hard trying to find that window. It's usually on the weekends I can find it.
And I will say, The Boys, Preacher, Legion, none of those shows do you want to watch with a 7-year-old in the room.
No.
None
God,
of
no.
them.
God, no.
So, yeah.
God, no.
So there's that. And also, one more. You're going to laugh at me. You're going to make fun of me. And I welcome it. Rightfully so. I make fun of myself. But October is coming up here. And it starts the final season of The Walking Dead.
I knew you were going to say The Walking
Yes.
Dead. I knew you were going to say it.
And here's the way I look at it. And I've hated, not disliked, I've hated the last, we'll say, 2 seasons. And yet I muscled through them. And now that it's on the final season, I feel like I can't quit now, Adam. I'm
Well, no, you can't now that you're on
I'm
the final
at the
season.
finish line. I can't quit now. I'm gonna have to power through it and finish it and watch the whole thing.
So where are we at in the series? Where are we at the end of the last
New
couple
villains.
episodes?
New villains.
Any unique names or any interesting?
They're called the Whisperers.
The Whisperers.
They suck. They're a whole group, and what they do is, do you remember how in season 1 even they figured out if you cut open a zombie and put their blood all over you, the zombies can't tell that you're not a zombie. So this group of people figured out that they're gonna fucking do that all the time, and instead of just doing it to hide from the dead, they are in the dead. They travel with them. And they've developed ways to weaponize zombies.
I mean, that's the smartest
And
thing you can do, I guess.
They're able to herd them toward the people we know from the show. And you remember the scene a couple years ago when they first introduced the Saviors and Negan? And there was the scene where all the characters we know were on their knees, and he had the bat. And
I never watched. I stopped before them, but I do know the scene you're talking about. I know it because I watched the Dave Chappelle skit on SNL.
It was iconic. It was iconic.
Yeah.
And it was the final. It was the season finale, and you didn't find out who died until the start of the next season, which was forever, and it was driving people nuts. So that was popular with The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
That was probably at the height of their popularity. They tried to recreate that with the Whisperers. They did a thing where they killed half a dozen of the characters that have been developed. People you like,
Yeah.
they killed a whole bunch of them. And it was supposed to be, and they Vlad the Impaler shit, had their heads on stakes and left them for everybody to see. It was a point fuck you, we're stronger than you. And it was supposed to be that shocking moment where you're oh, but at this point we've seen this over and over again with Negan, with the governor, with all with the people who were eating each other. It was yeah, that happened. You're not shocked anymore.
Yeah.
It's Bush League at this point.
I'm not surprised that the characters in the show aren't look, dude, we've seen this already. You don't know what we've been through. Shut up. We've seen this.
So I'm trying to think of the original, the original cast, the Atlanta group. I'm trying to think who's left, man. It might be just Daryl.
I was gonna say, is Carol still around?
Carol is still around. You're right. Carol's still around. Carol's there and Daryl's there.
And that's it. That's like, it's the only ones.
Yeah.
I'm curious, is Maggie still around?
No.
No, she's dead?
She's not around.
Oh, okay. You could spoil it for me, I don't care. Like, do you know where she's at?
No, you don't.
Oh, you don't? She just ran away?
She had a baby. She had Glenn's baby.
And then just left?
Glenn died. And she was like... There's like different settlements.
Yeah.
Like there's Alexandria, there's Hilltop.
I remember that, yeah.
Like
I remember that, yeah.
And she was the leader of one of them, and the stress got too crazy. So there was like a group that traveled around, and she like left with them, and you never. Lauren Cohen, the actress who played her, she just wanted off of the show.
I don't blame her.
So she did like some cop show on network TV. I don't know, it was something stupid. Basically.
Is Michonne still around?
Michonne's still there.
She's still there?
She's like in charge of Alexandria now.
Okay. Because she has a sword. I'm assuming that's the reason why.
There's Hilltop, Alexandria, the Kingdom, Oceans, you know what I mean?
So what's Daryl doing then? Like, what is he doing?
Daryl is just being fucking Daryl.
Is he leading anything?
No.
Is he doing anything? Or is he just kind of like, is he still like a grumpy asshole all the time?
For the longest time, he didn't even like live anywhere. He had like a tent in the woods. Like he wasn't in Alexandria or Hilltop or the Kingdom. He was just off on his own. Like that's just what he was doing.
All right.
He had like a motorcycle and a dog.
He always has a motorcycle. He always has a motorcycle and a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Dog's new. A dog is new.
A dog, yeah.
So it's dead, I'm assuming.
It's
dead. I'm assuming it's dead.
You don't know.
So it's not a lot. It's not a lot going on.
The dog sucks. This show sucks. The show was good at first, and it just fucking sucks. And here I am, stuck watching until the end because I'm a dick.
At least it's coming to the end. You can stop watching it now.
And they're going to do a movie. Did you hear about the movie?
Yeah, we talked about the movie.
They're doing a fucking
with Rick,
movie, Adam.
With Rick.
And guess what? I'm going to have to watch it. I'm a glutton for punishment. So, yeah, all these shows that I watched or have been watching are now coming to end, so I need some new stuff.
Good show, sir.
This
is a good show.
Very good show.
If you guys want to get a hold of For Your Distraction and tell us what you thought about D23, what's your favorite moment of the show, what are you most looking forward to, email us. fordistraction@gmail.com.
Let us know what shows we should watch.
Yeah.
What shows have we not talked about that you're like, oh, those fuckers should watch this? Because Letterkenny's an older show. I just discovered it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Like, is there another one out there? If there is, please let us know.
Yeah, definitely. We're also on Facebook and Twitter. Search For Distraction @PodcastFYD. We're a member of the Be Real Podcasting Network. Head over to Podbean and search for the Movie Guys Podcast. Also on YouTube, search for the Movie Guys Podcast. That is our official, unofficial hub for the Be Real Network. We're on SoundCloud and iTunes. Search For Distraction. Like us, rate us, comment on us, share us with your friends. The only way we grow is if you guys help us grow. We're also going to thank our... I guess we did kind of a beer of the show.
Did we do beer
during this
show?
During this thing? Yeah,
unofficially beers.
Yeah,
show. We just like to drink beer.
I drank the Great Lakes Burning River Pale Ale. It was good.
Went right through you though.
It did. It did kind of go right through me.
It's that poison Cleveland water.
It is.
Didn't
like
sit well with
oh
you.
yeah, it made me a little sick right there. You had Rolling Rock though. You're rocking a Rolling Rock.
I love Rolling Rock.
Yeah, boy.
You know what? When we record next week, I'm gonna have to do a craft beer. Because the last 2 weeks, I went domestics, and it's time for a craft beer.
Gotta switch it up a little bit.
I'm gonna do it.
Gotta switch it up, you know?
I'm gonna do it. So, what's one show that, like Walking Dead for me? Is there a show that you did that you just continued to watch, even though you didn't like it anymore?
Heroes.
That
would be the last time I did that.
I did the same thing with Heroes.
I loved season one.
The last couple seasons were...
They only did 3 seasons.
3 seasons.
The first season was great.
Mm-hmm.
Second season was very mediocre, and the third season was just a chore.
Didn't they do a 4th season? They brought it back years later. Yeah,
did they?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that. It was like, do you remember how they brought Scrubs back a couple years
Yeah.
later on a different network with different characters.
Yeah.
They did that to Heroes, and it just... They did it with X-Files. They brought it back. You know, they try to resurrect shows they had popularity with after it goes cold for a couple years, and it didn't work. Heroes, good call.
Yeah.
I did the same
Had
thing.
a lot of potential.
Yeah.
A lot of potential, and it just fell flat.
Yeah, well, fuck me for liking The Walking Dead.